Hey guys, and welcome to today's COVID Karen video. In today's video, we have two completely different Karens freaking out at the exact same Trader Joe's in California on two completely different days. Now you might be asking yourself, why am I wearing this mask while I'm recording? And what's going on with this video in the top corner? Well, quite simply, I'm tired of Karen saying that wearing a mask will kill you, and I'm here to show you exactly how harmless it is to wear a mask. So while I'm recording this video, I'll have a second camera recording me from start to finish with no cuts, showing the entire process where I don't take off the mask not one single time. I also have this pulse oximeter, which will be reading my oxygen saturation levels in my blood, and I'll be showing those readings to you throughout the process. The video in the top corner will be playing in fast forward, but I'll be posting the full-length regular speed version to my gaming channel, Team Skeptic After Dark. So if you want to go there and watch all the bloopers, or just to make sure that I didn't fake it in any way with clever cuts, then a link will be in the description. So let's begin.
All of them Corona Karens. All of them.
The first Karen we're going to be discussing today comes from a recent video that was taken at Trader Joe's, and it's a short one. In this video, a Karen was approached by a customer and asked why she was not wearing a mask while she was shopping around other customers. And of course, like all Karens, this Karen also had a breathing problem that didn't allow her to wear a mask, but totally didn't prohibit her from yelling loudly at other customers and looking like an ass.
I have a breathing problem. My doctor would not let me wear a mask. Anyone harassing me to wear a mask, you guys are violating federal law. Do you get that? Get that on camera. Ma'am.
Karen, you're an idiot. Anyone can ask you about your medical condition. There is no federal law that prohibits them from asking you, just like there's no federal law that tells you that you must answer them. If someone asks you about your medical condition and you don't want to say anything, tell them to fuck off and keep moving. Now that's all for this Karen. I only wanted to bring up her video because the next video we're about to talk about takes place in the exact same Trader Joe's. It's almost as if the mutation that causes normal people to become Karens is also responsible for their magnetic-like attraction to Trader Joe's. I should warn you ahead of time to remove all sharp objects from reach and definitely get yourself some facepalm protection because you're about to deal with some next level stupid when it comes to this Karen.
Look me up, Genevieve Peters. Let me know how you're feeling about all this. God bless you, God bless America, and God bless the greatest president ever in America.
What?
And I'll turn to your hat because that's what it's all about, baby. Trump 2020.
Oh,
Bam,
God.
bam!
Now, I'm no political historian or anything like that, and I try not to make political statements on my channel, but god damn it, Karen, have you never heard of George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, or John F. Kennedy? Seriously, you are an idiot.
So they're literally calling the police on me because I am not putting this mask on.
Why aren't you wearing the mask?
It's unhealthy for me. I don't want to breathe my own CO2.
It's not unhealthy for you, Karen, and they're not calling the police on you for refusing to put on a mask. They're calling the police on you because you're being a dumbass idiot and a public nuisance.
There's many researchers. No, I'm not going to do that. There's many researchers. No, I'm not, because you know what? Because they're bogus rules.
Whether the rules are bogus or not is not up for you to decide. They're still rules, and either follow them or leave. The era of the customer always being right is coming to an end, and COVID Karen idiots are directly responsible.
I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I'm just saying, no, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. There's so much research that says that we actually are in danger of having this mask.
No, Karen. Outside of Facebook, there's no actual research that suggests
Fucking
that
idiot.
wearing a mask alone can do any significant harm to humans. In fact, all major medical institutions say that anyone over the age of 2 will be generally safe from harm due to wearing a mask. You made that shit up, Karen, and you sound like an idiot.
I'm breathing my own CO2. Do you understand
Oh my
that? No, I'm not
God,
endangering you because I'm a healthy person. Okay, yes, you
breathing
do.
CO2 all the
No, I'm not
fucking
endangering
time.
your crew because I'm a healthy human being.
Karen, you're a fucking idiot. There are asymptomatic people who can spread the disease without even knowing about it. Not to mention, and this is the part that really pisses me off, 1 week later after this incident, she posted a video to her channel where she talked about having a sore throat and an infection that felt like it was spreading into her lymph nodes. The video has since been deleted, but I did find this clip on the Young Turks.
I wanted to just do a little bit of a live to update you. Yesterday, I let you guys know that I had a sore throat and it was feeling like it was going into my lymph nodes. There was zero panic. Zero panic. Why? Because I'm healthy. Healthy
you're not.
people can get sick. The most important thing is that our body is equipped for that. It has what we call an immune system. And so when I was feeling sick yesterday, I knew that all I had to do was boost my immune system.
Karen, you have no idea how the immune system works. You don't know whether you're healthy or not. You're not a doctor. You're a fucking idiot.
Okay, so and I actually had this.
Put that shit away, Karen. And what the fuck is up with all these idiots wearing sunglasses inside of the store? I know. She has a hypersensitivity to the LED lights on the honey bun aisle.
And I said, no, I'm not going to put it on. I'm not going to do this. Okay, the only reason I even had this on is because they wouldn't even let me in the store. They literally locked the door. They wouldn't even let me in the store.
So let me get this straight. You were well aware of the rules regarding shopping inside. You put on a mask so you could get in the front door, and then you figured you'd break the rules because you were already inside? Fuck off, Karen. Society is finally getting tired of you idiots who are constantly subverting the rules that the rest of us find acceptable.
Why are you calling the police on an American citizen buying groceries to feed me?
Because you're a
Me,
fucking
me,
piece
me.
of shit.
Yeah, well, nobody cares about your
You're not the
selfish
80s
desires,
anymore, dude.
especially when it puts everyone else
isn't
at
a
risk.
thing anymore.
So put on a mask, Karen, or get the fuck out, you idiot.
That's fine. That's fine. Do you know how many health professionals, infectious disease doctors say how dangerous it is
Infectious
for you to be
disease
wearing and breathing your own
doctors.
CO2? That you're actually exasperating. That you're actually exasperating the problem.
Exasperating? Really, Karen? I think the word you're looking for is exacerbating, which means to make worse. Exasperating means to be intensely irritating. Like you, Karen. You're exacerbating the problem by being an exasperating idiot.
Exactly. And I should have the right to not wear a mask in America. I have the right to not wear a mask in America because I'm an American citizen.
So you
Yes,
should have the
you have
right
the
to
right to
spread a
not get
deadly
the fuck in
pathogen
there.
to fellow American citizens because you're an American citizen living in America. That's nonsensical, Karen. You're a fucking idiot.
Guys, share. I'm in Trader Joe's in Palos Verdes, California. And because I am not wearing my mask, my friend is, they weren't even going to let him buy it, okay? But because I'm not, okay, this is actually unhealthy, okay, to wear a mask. Excuse me.
Sit your dumbass down, Chad, and stop white knighting for this moron. And Karen, they aren't keeping you from selecting your groceries because you refuse to wear a mask. They literally want you out of their fucking store. And yet, you spent the whole time arguing with them while your cave dick did all your shopping for you. Both of you dipshits should have been banned without letting you finish your shopping. You're both fucking idiots.
Then quit attacking me. Yeah, I have a right to my own opinion.
Opinion?
So, and I have a right to wear a mask or not.
No, you don't. Not inside of a private business that requires you to wear a mask to do your shopping. Either follow the rules or shop
piss
somewhere
off.
else.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate because that's just BS. There are people. No, I'm not going to be in sync and be a sheep. No, I want to buy groceries.
Then follow the
away.
fucking rules, Karen. You're not fucking special. You're a self-entitled piece of shit, team-killing idiot.
No, I'm sorry. You're the one that wanted to call the police because I wouldn't put my mask up. That's insane to me.
Wrong again, idiot. He called the cops on you because you were being a public nuisance and you refused to leave the store. If you didn't want to wear a mask and you still left the store, they wouldn't have called the cops on you.
All I wanted to do was come and buy groceries and to feed me and my family.
So are you saying that when weighing your two options, one being putting on a mask and guaranteeing to feed your family, or two, refusing to put on a mask and potentially not feeding your family, you chose to potentially not feed your family, Karen?
Yes.
You're a fucking idiot.
Respect that I'm a customer in your store.
No.
Respect that I've spent my money at Trader Joe's for years. Respect that this is
Oh
a
my
normal,
God, what a
everyday
fucking piece
thing
of
for
shit.
people to come and shop for groceries.
Karen, you're an idiot. Why don't you respect the customers and employees around you? Why don't you respect the rules of the establishment? And why don't you respect that these are abnormal times and what was normal in 2019 is not necessarily normal in 2020?
And to be literally Gestapo'd at the door
What the fuck did you just say?
and Gestapo'd at the checkout.
Gestapo'd is not a word, and neither is Gestapo'd either. Karen, you're a fucking idiot.
Do you understand the insanity of what's going on here? I want you to just wake up, Jesse. I realize it's your job, and I promise you I'm not giving you a hard time.
Oh my god.
monsieur, I don't
What a
get-
shithead.
What?
Look here, Jesse. I know she's annoying as shit, and she's being rude to you, and she's ruining your day and the day of everybody else in the store. But Jesse, it's not her fault, okay? She promises that she's not giving you a hard time. But I'm sure that in her self-centered world, it's completely impossible for her to ever give anyone else a hard time.
Yes, it is. It is. There's absolutely no reason for us to wear masks. None. Zip. Zero.
Well, given the number of Americans who have died from COVID-19 already, I can
Isn't it
count
like
at least 130,000 reasons why you should
Oh.
be wearing a mask.
130.
Not to mention the fact that anti-mask idiots like you keep running around and picking verbal arguments with people while you're not wearing a mask just increase the total number of reasons by one.
A 99% survival rate. That's what coronavirus is.
Oh, Karen, it's so adorable when you try to state facts. I mean, you're still an idiot, but it's adorable. As of recording this video, there have been 6.2 million people who have recovered from COVID-19, with about 528,000 deaths. A little bit of simple math will show you that the death rate is closer to 7.8%, not 1%. Now, this number will change over time as we get a better understanding of how this virus kills people. So for now, let's just assume that her 1% claim is correct. That means that this fucking idiot thinks it's okay to potentially infect 100 people, essentially killing at least one of them, just because she doesn't want to wear a mask while she goes shopping.
Go right ahead. But seriously, guys, why? Shame on all of you for it's a 99% a 99% success rate, a 99% recovery rate, and yet you're all wearing this. This is actually unhealthy. That is my problem. Getting the police called. Getting the police called. No, you are the problem.
No.
I fucking love the fact that all these beautiful and wonderful people are standing up together against this troglodyte in solidarity. Their days of being public idiot number one are numbered.
Unbelievable. This is it, guys. This is the new normal right here. Right here. Trader Joe's. Right here, guys. You saw it first. Oh, and now they're... And they're all clapping because I laughed.
They aren't the only ones either. In fact, if you can, everybody, stand up and let's give it up for Trader Joe's.
Unbelievable here. Unbelievable. Look at these sheep, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck. I told you, Karen. You gotta warn us first. I'm wearing a face mask, not a sensory deprivation mask.
Absolutely ridiculous. And this one, okay, with her mask on in her car. I mean, why would you have a mask on in your car?
I don't know, Karen. She could have just got there, or could just have gotten her car to leave. Or maybe she's out shopping for groceries for someone who can't wear a mask and is doing their part by staying home. There are thousands of reasons for her to be sitting in a parked car in a parking lot with a mask on. But I can only think of one reason why that would trigger you. Because you are a fucking idiot.
Exactly. Dude, some sanity. You can't go in there without a mask. They're gonna make you wear a mask. And if you don't, they're gonna call the police on you.
This makes total fucking sense. White Trash Karen shares the same beliefs as Hillbilly Chad. If these two mated, their baby would have hooves. They're both fucking idiots.
To actually go in and to go in. And then once I got in, of course, I wasn't going to wear it. And so I put it down and I shopped around.
Nailed it.
Okay. Then every single cart, they wipe it down. They wipe down the cart. I said, no, I don't want my cart wiped down. Don't wipe down my cart. I need bacteria. I need that to help build my immune system.
Oh my
You're so
God.
fucking stupid, Karen. Bacteria
I
is
need 'em
literally
all.
everywhere. With every breath you take in, on every surface
All
that
them
you touch,
bacteria.
everywhere. You're a fucking idiot.
Okay, here she goes with her wipe down. I opted not to get it wiped down because, like I said, for the last 57 years on this planet, I've been able to, survive.
And I'm sure that in the 57 years that the devil has allowed you to walk around outside of the gates of hell, you've never followed the advice of a medical professional, not even once. You've never been to the hospital. You've never had any kids. Well, that one I actually hope is true. But are you telling us that the medical advice that got you to the age of 57 is no longer valid because you don't want to wear a mask? Karen, you're a fucking idiot.
The mask is an unhealthy, fake protection that most of the I don't even know what they're called, microns or whatever, they go right through the mask. I mean, it doesn't save anything.
Yeah, you're fucking stupid because micron is a unit of measurement and it represents 1/1,000,000th of a meter. I think the term you're looking for is viron. And masks don't protect you from other people's virons. They protect other people from your virons. So take your micron-sized brain home and stop being an idiot.
I've also been permanently banned from this location. Think about that. This is a neighborhood Trader Joe's that I've been shopping in for a very long time.
Not anymore, you idiot. And you're gonna wish you just put on that mask when you gotta drive 20 minutes away just to get a little bit of lard. Karen, you're a fucking idiot. Okay, so I think this is going to be where we end the video today. These Karens are getting worse and worse, and I don't know if it's the isolation or because all the managers worldwide have stood up for themselves and are saying, no more Karen. Either way, I'll be glad when they're gone, because every single Karen is a total fucking idiot. Alright guys, thanks for sticking around until the end of the video. If you found this video interesting or entertaining, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to check out the full-length video recorded by my second camera to show everything I have to go through to record one of these videos for you guys, and to make sure that I didn't cheat on my own challenge. And a massive shout out to all of my channel members and patrons whose support helps me keep doing what I love to do, calling out idiots on the internet. I'm Team Skeptic, and I'm out.
target. I must get closer. I need to target something first.
Whoops. Dang it.
I require a target.
Ich will, dass ihr mich gut seht.
Oh man, there is a translation. I want to see me good. If that's what he said. I want you to see me good.
I want you to see me good.
Може ли? Settled right there.
I want you to. I want, but you can see me good. Well,
What's
it
up,
is
I
stupid.
again.
It's
It's
not
your
that
boy
well
Birdie.
translatable.
Back again.
Well, it is,
with
but
another reaction.
my brain
Next
isn't
up,
working right
it was
now.
requested in the comments. I picked spontaneously from the
I
comments.
want you
It's
to
lot
have a
of
good
requests, man.
view of me.
Ich will live from Hurricane Festival. There's a lot of requests in the comments, man, from many different songs from Rammstein from that festival, Hurricane Festival. You didn't tell me. I think I asked in some of the reactions, where is that festival? Is it in Germany or some other country? I don't know where it is. Comment down below. Where is Hurricane Festival, man? I wanna know that. The other thing I wanna talk about before we proceed with the reactions, I wanna know, where are you guys from? Comment down below. Beside your own comments, write in the comment, where are you from? City, country. Comment that. Man. Other thing is, if you heard, if there are on this channel Rammstein fans, but also the Rammstein fans from Germany, you guys, if you know, you probably know, most of you, we are from the same continent, man. You heard it from Montenegro. I am from Montenegro, from a touristic place. It's on the coast by the sea, and the town is basically dead in the winter, but it's very much alive in summer season. And there is a lot of German tourists every summer. I mean, we have also most of is Russian people, but we have Americans, Europeans, British, Irish,
Europeans.
but also we have a lot of German people, man. And other thing is, I studied in tourism. I work in tourism for over 10 years, I met a lot of nations, a lot of German people bought my magnets, man. And they are cheap as magnets. I think like the plastic one, simplest one is 50 cents, it's nothing. And like from the made of the rocks and everything, like a better one is €1, 150. With the name and the picture of our town. It's called Budva, it's on the coast, Montenegro. If any one of you been there, you can comment down below. It's an amazing place, especially for young people. The night party are crazy. After the clubs, you go on the beach, you drink, and everything is fine. If any of you ever attempts to come to Montenegro, you can always hit up Birdie. We can have some high fly gang meeting. We can connect. Maybe I mean, not maybe, I will definitely give you some magnets for free because you watched my videos. I will give you free magnets.
Some free magnet.
Especially when I know, you know,
Nice.
there's a lot of magnets. I didn't think about that until like the last couple of months, till last year, you know, because the whole world, you know, been practically a lot of people from America, Europe, even from China, a lot of Chinese tourists bought my magnets. And I was like, damn, man. My magnets are like on many refrigerators around the world. And knowing that fact is like, man, that's fucking amazing. There is a little bit part of me in whole world everywhere that I never been, or probably I never be in my life. If I never traveled anywhere so far, there is probably some part of me there. And I'm grateful for it, you know? I'm happy. I'm happy. Enough of me talking. I'm already boring, man. Let's I'm already get boring you. Let's go with the reaction. Ich will. Let's check this out. The live. You told me first do a video. I did a video. It will be now we're doing live.
Ich will. Ich will. Ich will. Ich will. Ich will. Ich will.
Flake. He's fucking crazy, dude. Always, I love the style. It's epic, man. I don't know how to call it in English, that style of his clothes that he's wearing. I call it shiny clothes, you know, because it's shiny like a diamond coat. I will call it diamond coat. And his fat glasses, his keyboard, always up there. Doing his thing. Flake. Look at that. Okay. What is the drummer name? Comment down below. The drummer. I need to learn more. Steel, Flake. I need time to remember all the names. What is the drummer name? Steel is always like this.
Ich will, dass ihr mir vertraut.
Yeah.
Ich will, dass ihr mir glaubt. Ich will eure Blicke spüren. Ich will jeden Herzschlag kontrollieren. Ich will eure Stimmen hören. Ich will die Ruhe stören. Ich will, dass ihr mich gut seht.
Oh man, there is a translation. I want to see me good. If that's what he said. I want you to see me good. Man, I see you perfectly. And I see you as a perfect guy. I see you perfectly as a perfect guy. Come on. I see you, man. Maybe we can go for a coffee or somewhere when I come to Germany. You know? Oh yeah, man. I never told you that. I was in Germany, you know, because my sister graduated in Belgrade, you know, and after that she got a job in Netherlands. So I went to Netherlands to her. And since I was in Netherlands for some time, like 2.5 months, I visited the countries around. And I was in Germany. I've been in Düsseldorf, Aachen, and Milheim. And I loved it, man.
Düsseldorf.
Just to let you know.
Ich will,
Die
dass
W.
ihr mich gut
Düsseldorf.
seht. Ich will, dass ihr mich versteht.
I'm in the headquarter of VW. Volkswagen. VW, Volkswagen.
Oh,
Ich will eure Fantasie.
I want your Let's go.
Ich will eure Energie.
Yeah.
Ich will eure Hände sehen. In Beifall untergehen. Seht ihr mich?
Yeah.
Versteht ihr mich?
Yeah, I do now.
Fühlt ihr mich?
Yeah, I do feel it.
Hört ihr mich?
Yeah.
Könnt ihr mich hören? Könnt ihr mich sehen?
Yeah.
Könnt ihr mich fühlen?
Hey, fuck, man. I love the crowd. You know, I know how many of you guys know, but I'm a fucking party person. I love going to clubs. My friends don't prefer that much, but I do. I love going to clubs. I love festivals too. You know, I love like getting a little bit drunk, and you know, we're gonna talk about that. But I love parties, and I love when I see crowd going insane like this, like. And it's all because of the Rammstein. If it's not some good singer, it is a bad band, then the crowd is going to be bad. If the band is good, the crowd is gonna rock. And they're rocking, man. I love that. They're so energetic.
Könnt ihr mich sehen?
Look at her. She's like, ah! Yeah.
Ich verstehe euch nicht. Könnt ihr mich hören? Könnt ihr mich sehen?
Yeah.
Könnt ihr mich fühlen? Ich verstehe euch nicht.
Wow. I love that. I love he always do that. I noticed that in every song when he's rocking, you know, he's like always like this. Look at that. Yeah.
Wir wollen, dass ihr uns vertraut. Wir wollen, dass ihr uns alles glaubt. Wir wollen eure Hände sehen.
Yeah.
Wir wollen im Beifall untergehen. Könnt ihr uns hören? Könnt ihr uns sehen?
Yeah.
Könnt ihr uns fühlen?
Yeah.
Wir verstehen euch nicht. Könnt ihr uns hören?
Yeah.
Könnt ihr uns sehen?
Yeah.
Könnt ihr uns fühlen?
Yeah.
Wir verstehen.
Yeah, I do understand it. I have subtitles. I understand everything. Ooh, that was nice. Come on, dude. Oh damn, I'm sweating of rocking too here. I mean, it's warm. It's fucking June, but drinking a little bit of beer and me rocking and these headphones on my head. It's making me sweating, man. Talking too much is making me sweating. It's getting hot up in here, man. Man, that song, that live was fire. Dude, don't ask me what I like most, lives or videos, because I don't know, man. Everything is fucking good. I'm not comparing shit here. With Rammstein, with their videos and their lives, nothing to compare, nothing with. Everything is fire in its own vein. The lives are fucking good. Their songs, music videos are epic, man. For what I've seen so far, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm mumbling right now. I cannot define it. I cannot choose the best, the best words, the right words to define how they good are. So I'm just talking what is best in my knowledge to describe it. That's it. Other than that, you probably saw that I'm a beer drinker. I love beer. I mean, who doesn't? especially guys. Come on, guys, you like beer? You know,
No.
I didn't even know that. My friend told me, like,
Oh, I had beer.
you can tell them, the guy who I work with, he's my friend. He's editing videos. He's uploading videos on channel. We're actually working together on YouTube. I didn't even know that. He didn't tell me, like, that beer we're drinking, it's our beer from our country, Montenegrin beer. I can say it, but I don't think.
Here we got Tori in Illinois. You're on with Justin and Matt. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Not bad, except I can hear myself echoing in your phone. Oh, now it's gone.
Okay, well,
We're good.
good. I had my speaker. I had my speaker on, so I had to shut it off real quick. I didn't think you guys would get to me. So I, for 38 years, was a Jehovah's Witness.
Oh God.
The day my eyes opened, I was a Jehovah's Witness until I started asking the wrong questions to the elders, and they did not like that. And I started watching you guys, and I started watching John Cedars, which I know you know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
He's been on the show before. Yeah, and he was a Jehovah's Witness, as you know. And
Well, you mean Lloyd Evans, whose book I'm now.
I'm sorry. Yes.
There
Sorry.
it is.
Lloyd Evans, he was able to answer the questions that the elders couldn't. My whole entire family, my mom's side and my dad's side, are still to this day Jehovah's Witnesses. And so, long story short, I disassociated myself, which is basically being disfellowshipped, but on your own.
Right.
Jehovah's Witnesses, right? And so, I am worse than somebody who has been disfellowshipped. Since I chose to leave, I'm as good as dead. So my family's supposed to look at me as if I'm dead. I tried other churches after that, and quickly realized that not only did the Jehovah's Witnesses not have it, but nobody else has it either. Especially once a pastor told me that God knew Adam and Eve would sin. Then that was just all bullshit to me from there on. Because if God knew that Adam and Eve were going to mess up from the beginning, then it was just a big setup.
Yeah.
Either God doesn't, right? So either God's not real or he's just an asshole. And so that's the conclusion I've come to. And so my question, I guess, is that I've been about a year out now, and I felt really liberated when I first left, but now I'm kind of, my family is gone. You know what I mean? Like, I'm never going to see them again because I'm never going back, and they're never going to leave. I just know they aren't. And so I almost have to mourn my own family, like they're gone. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's just kind of hard to deal with. I don't know if you guys have had other callers in this way, maybe some advice or something like that.
Yeah, loads of them. We tend to point people toward recovering from religion. I know there's a great XJW network that Lloyd's associated with as well. Yeah, it's terrible. I wish, it's like the last caller was saying, well, without Jesus, what hope do you have? Well, look at what we're dealing with right now.
Right.
It would be very easy to look at you and your situation, Tori, and think, well, this is hopeless. Tori's lost his hope. No, what Tori lost was his family, because Tori rejected a religious belief, and one of the defense mechanisms of that religious belief is that if someone in your life rejects it, you need to shun them and have nothing more to do with them. That's how the religion protects itself. Because if Tori gets to keep having conversations with his family, and his family starts to realize, hey, Tori's still the same good person we knew before, and we still love Tori, and there's no way Tori could actually be bad. Why on earth would my religion, why on earth would my God want me to not interact with Tori? Shouldn't I at least be trying to show him, the love of God and see if maybe we can't change his mind? No. This defense mechanism sets things up so that we can avoid having to deal with dissent. And what it does is
And
it
I
puts Tory in a position where he has essentially lost his family.
Right.
So
I also think it's. I'm sorry. I also think that
somebody was letting me know that the XJW Reddit, which if you're not already familiar with, it's
Okay.
/EXJW.
Okay. Good.
Good resource. Yeah.
I think they also do it because they know you'll get desperate enough to come back. They don't care if you really believe it or not. They just want members.
It's a manipulation tactic because, like, it's like
Right.
if you know that somebody really loves you, and they don't want to do what you want. One tactic some people can do is this, like, well, I'm going to withhold my love and attention from you until you come around to see it my way. It's manipulative bullshit, and it
Right.
shouldn't be happening. Especially, well, I was going to say especially with families. It just shouldn't be happening. Period. It's wrong.
I'm reminded of something that's been said on the show many times over the years, is that you're family when you act like family, and when you treat people like family. So your family can be, it might be the case, and it might be sad, but it might be the case that your blood relatives aren't your family anymore, and you make a new family with people that accept you for who you are, and that might be in the form of finding a local atheist group. That might be in the form of finding an online group that you can be a part of. It could take a lot of different forms, but I'm just reminded of that fact. And I'm also reminded of something that Matt has said on the show many times over the years, which is that Matt, I think, is correct that he never ended any relationships with anybody when he became an atheist, and those people ended relationships with him.
Yeah.
Right, and that's the thing is my dad told me when I told him how I was writing my letter of disassociation. He said, "Just remember, you're leaving us. We're not leaving you." And I said, "I'm not leaving anybody. I'll talk to you guys every single day. It's you guys that are going to shun me just because I know the rules.
Yeah.
So don't give me that bullshit. You know what I mean? He's just so indoctrinated, and so was I. I mean, when my friends used to get this fellowship, I would shun them too when I was a Jehovah's Witness, just because I was born into it. That's what you do. And so I can't really blame. I'm not mad at my family. They're doing what they think they're supposed to do. It's just so sad. Like, I just know they're never going to talk to me again. And, I won't even be invited to their... They could have died today and I wouldn't even know. It's just... how do you... I don't know. It's just... I've been struggling with that a little bit more and more as the days go by, because I know I'm not ever going back. There's no way I'd go back.
Yeah, well, I hope you find a community that respects you and loves you for who you are, and doesn't ask you to believe anything that you don't believe, or act a certain way that you don't want to act. And all I can say is that hopefully they'll come around. A lot of times it takes time, and sometimes we get emails from people that say, "I didn't speak to so and so for many years, but then eventually they sent me an email, or they called me on the phone." Or you might find that, you never know, that a lot of people get surprised. Sometimes they'll have a family member that's really entrenched, and then years later it turns out that they leave the church and they contact you and they say, "Hey, I left the church just like you." So it could happen.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you guys are around. I listen to you guys every day. I get a little upset with Matt sometimes. He's mean to people, but but I get it.
I'd like someone to provide an example of me actually being mean to someone, because
Well, you haven't been mean to me.
well, the thing is, people will say something like that, but it's like if you only listen to one side of a conversation, exactly who called in that was an honest interlocutor, that we didn't address their points. It's only when people refuse to engage, or when they defend repugnant things, and even then, I don't think it's mean. I think what we're talking about is serving people up with a dose of reality, and that while you think your ideas are deserving of respect, that's a load of shit. You as a person are deserving of respect, but your ideas can be absolute fucking garbage.
Yeah, that last guy, not the last guy, but the guy before you, I think he was just calling in to be an asshole. I don't think he wanted to think. Yeah. I mean, I don't... You should have been mean to him.
No, I don't like to be mean. I don't want to be mean. What I like is justice. And so if someone is essentially wasting the time of all of the crew here that are helping put the show on, I find that to be incredibly disrespectful. And if they're going to try and turn our show into their platform, I'll fuck somebody up over that, verbally, not physically. I don't do anything.
Well, we need a guy. We need somebody like you to shut down the Jehovah's Witnesses.
I guess. I don't get that many calls from Jada.
Oh well, they're about in my view, they're probably the biggest cult there is. I mean, 8 million strong.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, we appreciate the call.
I'm the call in the show.
We'll refer you to Recovering from Religion, psychotherapists, the XJW groups, and all that stuff. But we've got to go. We've run out of time for today. So take care of yourself, Tori. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Tori.
First of all, let me thank Justin for coming on. We'll hope to do this again, maybe in the studio and not just remotely. When you email tv@atheist-community.org, that's the guy that you actually are likely to be talking to. And so show him some love and tell him thanks.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, feel free to send any emails to the show, and I will definitely see them and read them and respond. Don't send any spam, though. No spam.
Yeah, no spam. Anyway, thanks a lot to everybody for tuning in this week. Thanks a lot to the crew, which we can put up on the screen right about now. Oh, look at all of them. And oh my gosh, Paul looked so surly for a second. He was like, but that's our show for this week. We'll be back again next week, same time, Sunday, 4:30 p.m. Central Time, United States. We look forward to all of you. Please stay safe. I live in a city, in a state where the governor, for fear of political retaliation, decided to open our state before it was actually safe. And so now we've seen record numbers of new COVID cases, and our curve didn't curve back down like everybody else's. It started to drop. Everybody was like, we're past it all. And then it comes over here, and the next thing you know, we got record numbers again. So we are on lockdown till at least August 15th here in Austin. Please, please, please care about yourself and others. Take every precaution that you are able to take. Stay sensibly. Stay the fuck at home whenever you can.
Face. Nice.
I do not have a target.
Well, Josh, are you ready to waste another day of our lives?
I'm always ready for that. How do you want to do it today?
It's a very special day.
Oh.
This year is the 35th anniversary of the release of the first consumer-grade camcorder.
I did not know that.
But before that camera, what existed was you had this thing, which is just the camera.
Yeah.
And you had to run a cord out of it that would go into a shoulder strap VCR
like
that you would have to lug around.
Kind of deal.
You can use it with a Panasonic Color TV camera to record life outdoors. Say! You can see what you taped instantly. Instant replay.
What? And this is your power.
That is convenient.
So Sony said, fuck that shit, and they put out the first camcorder. That was beta. And then the first VHS camcorder was a couple years later. This RCA Brands is one of the first ones.
Wow.
We used it in Space Cop.
And right now I'm filming you, Space Cop. Say hi. Say hi to the kids back home. You're on television, Space Cop. You want to be in my rap video?
So in honor of the 35th anniversary of the first consumer-grade camera, we've got something a little special in mind.
Mr. Bauman, I don't feel so good.
Welcome, Josh, to the fabulous world of VHS.
I feel like I've been here before.
Yes, you have. We all have. Or at least you were born like the 90s.
We're going to film the rest of this
Earlier.
episode on 30-year-old camcorders.
Great idea.
Nothing could possibly go wrong. So normally, the way it works on Best of the Worst, we watch these old movies and they look like crap.
Right.
And then our footage is in okay-ish HD. So we're shaking things up. We're filming on VHS, and the movies we're going to watch are all remastered Blu-rays.
Our first movie today is the 1968 classic, Night of the Lepus. How many eyes does horror
Night of the
have?
Lepus.
How many times will terror strike?
Oh,
And we will tell whom knows for sure.
Is there going to be any mention on this that the creatures are bunnies? Are they going to keep that in the shadows?
Would you like me to end the suspense for you?
I guess.
Okay. There was no limit to the horror, no end to the Night of the Lepus. And this is one of the things where, like, the Lepus is the scientific name, so if you're a clever boy,
Sure.
you know all about the Lepus.
But they didn't call the movie Night of the Bunnies for a reason.
For a damn good reason. A hormone intended to alter the breeding cycle of rabbits overrunning Arizona ranch land instead turns them into flesh-eating 150-pound monsters in Night of the Lepus. So there you go.
Now, this substance, if we could affect the blood of 50 rabbits, it wouldn't take long for this change to take.
Put chemicals in the water to make the rapids
Stop making them rabbits gay, dude.
Calhoun, Motel Hell, and DeForest Kelly, Star Trek.
What is that?
Are among the intrepid humans facing off against the behemoth bunnies, using guns, flames, dynamite, and anything else in their grasp to battle their oversized, hungry tormentors.
All right.
Yeah, it's a fucking big bunny movie.
Does it say, is this like a 4K, 2K?
2K.
2K restoration.
2K scan from the interpositive.
Okay. Well, that's good then, that we're shooting in .00002K.
Oh, look at that tiny head of lettuce! A tiny head of lettuce! Oh!
Everybody else is leaving, but Dave here just wants to eat more.
Those little berry apples!
Yeah.
Oh!
Little tomatoes. You can't escape Night of the Lepus.
What are we gonna do, Mommy?
Call my agent.
Oh, it's a Lucio Fulci film, Zombie 3. The notorious Fulci-Mattei Fragasso saga. Saga. Don't worry, it's only 95 minutes long.
Is there a document?
95 minutes. Oh no.
Not only is this our longest movie of the night, but it's Italian.
Great.
I know the other. Our
Wait,
other
it's
friends
Zombie
on
3.
Best of the
That's
Worst, they
with
love the
the
Italian.
flying zombie head woman thing, right? Actually,
The
like a
notorious
Chinese
Fulci-Mattei Fragasso saga, now in HD
folklore.
for the first time in the U.S. Shortly before completing the sequel to his classic Zombie, which is Zombie
2.
But it's
Zombie 1 is Dawn of the Dead.
Okay, but this just says Zombie here.
It was released overseas as Zombie.
Okay.
Or no, it was released in the U.S. as Zombie. Dawn of the Dead came out in Italy as Zombie. So Zombie is actually Zombie 2.
Right.
Which makes this Zombie 3.
But then that came out in the U.S. as Zombie.
Yes.
No numbers.
Zombie 2 came out in the U.S. as Zombie.
Okay.
And that's, most importantly, though, that's the movie where a zombie fights a shark.
Right. So shortly before completing that, the legendary Lucio Fulci became ill and left the Philippines-based production. But when
Philippines again.
The Philippines, Italian and Philippines in one movie. But when director Bruno Mattei, shocking dark, and writers Claudio Fragasso and Rossella Drudi, Troll 2.
Most known for Troll 2.
Stepped in to finish. The result became the most insanely enjoyable zombie romp in Eurocult history.
Oh yes, insane is the
After
right
a deadly
word.
virus is stolen from a government facility, it will unleash a wildly entertaining combination of Fulci's signature extreme violence.
Did they put wildly entertaining in quotes?
It actually has a quote. Realm of Horror says it's wildly entertaining.
It'd be great if it was. Usually when we read these, there's quotes that aren't attributed to anybody.
I know, I just wanted to keep going through it.
That would have been the perfect one to not be attributed to anybody.
Yes, this is true.
It's a really great movie.
A combination of Fulci's signature extreme violence, Mattei Fragasso style surreal logic, and yeah,
That's the politest way I've ever heard Claudio Fragasso described it.
Surreal logic.
Surreal logic. Troll 2, one of my favorite surrealist films.
Yeah, sure. They didn't go as far as to say magical realism or anything because, yeah, that's a little too far down the road, I guess. And big bloody buckets of goo spewing mayhem that must be seen to be believed. Darren Sarafian, Beatrice Ring, and Massimo Vanni star in this total blast, bloody disgusting, now featuring a 2K scan and uncut for the first time ever in America.
All right.
Fuck yeah.
So we get all the gore and none of the plot.
What the hell is this?
That's a good question.
It's chained up?
Not anymore.
Oh my god. Coincidentally, the ceiling collapsed?
Next up is one I don't know a fucking thing about. It's called Silk.
Oh.
We got nipples right on the cover.
Fantastic.
She bangs them, breaks them, and books them.
That sounds illegal.
Silk, the four-letter word for steaming non-stop action. So this is like the best Andy Sedaris movie that Andy Sedaris never made. She has to watch out though. She's about to get burned up by the sun.
Steaming
This is like a
non-stop
post-apocalypse
action.
movie.
Well, she's also fucking 40 feet tall. My God.
Silk, the toughest cop in Honolulu. Oh, Andy Sedaris. Honolulu.
Oh, perfect.
We got connections.
Yeah.
Busts some small-time smugglers only to discover a larger syndicate that is smuggling Asian mobsters into the States.
Whoa.
By buying the identities of Hawaiian citizens.
Okay.
All this leads to a series of murders that has the police baffled. So Silk is called in to help uncover the culprits. It's from the late prolific Filipino director. Have we watched a Filipino movie before? Was Raw Force Filipino?
I don't remember if Raw Force was, but Blood Debts was
Blood
Filipino.
Debts, yeah.
Blood Debts.
Mm-hmm.
Blood Debts. Remember Blood Debts?
I do.
Best fucking ending ever to a movie. Spoilers.
83 minutes.
Oh, that's the best news of all.
Oh my god. First time I saw that, I almost pissed myself. It was so fucking good.
Yeah. Crime scene footage.
Oh my god.
Nice. Yeah, that shot.
The trunk exploded.
It very slowly turned onto its side.
I didn't know that was a German car.
No, a Volkswagen sedan.
At 6:45, a man came into the gas station, pointed a gun at the proprietor, Mr. Kwong, and demanded the contents of the safe. When Mr. Kwong hesitated, the man shot him. 3 times in the face at
Well, we tried.
Well, fuck it, I'm just gonna take charge then. All right. Welcome to our VHS tape filmed Blu-ray episode. And we watched 3 movies today. And our first movie was Night of the Lepus. Mike, just because Dr. McCoy's in it, why don't you tell us about Night of the Lepus?
Night of the Lepus, starring Stuart Whitman, Janet Leigh, Roy Calhoun. Giant bunnies attack people. That's the gist. Is giant bunnies attack people in the boringest film ever made.
It's not that boring, but it's pretty boring.
It's dull. The problem is it's very straightforward. Like you mentioned, we said industrial film. It's like if the guy who made Zat, if he had a budget.
If the guy who made Zat suddenly was sucked out of all his creativity.
It feels like somebody in the 70s wanted to make a nostalgic reference to 50s science fiction movies.
Maybe.
This is true, but if they were doing that, they did it completely straight-faced.
Yeah, there's no camp to this movie, either
Nothing.
intentionally or unintentionally.
Yeah.
Not a miniature. There will not be giant bunnies going down that shaft.
Definitely not.
Because you look at, like, if anyone's seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space, that's one that's like a reference to 50s B movies, but it's clearly, there's a little bit of a wink going on throughout it.
A little bit?
What are you gonna do? Knock my block off?
A lot, but I mean, it has all those tropes from those 50s B movies, which this also has, but everybody's just very tired.
I'm going in there.
You can't do that.
I haven't got a choice.
But why? We're gonna blow it up right now.
Everybody just seems kind of tired.
Everyone's
just slightly tired.
This is the sleepiest movie you'll ever see.
They rounded up a bunch of elderly actors.
Yeah,
and
people are
actresses.
just past their prime. Just past it.
DeForest Kelley, 2 years after Star Trek was canceled, in that dark period between 1969 and 1979, he did a giant killer bunny movie.
Sure did. Because listen, as I said earlier, even Space Doctor's got a mortgage.
And he is not unfamiliar with large bunnies, as you'll see from this clip from the original Star Trek series, from the episode titled This Side of Paradise.
One side, one side. I'm late, I'm late. Oh, my fuzzy ears and whiskers, I'm late.
Mike, that's the wrong clip.
What?
That's a clip of the Star Trek animated series episode where they reference McCoy saying the bunny.
Oh, no.
Yikes.
Everything's wrong. You're using the wrong clips. Who's in charge?
Nobody.
This Side of Paradise, when the flowers explode in Spock's face.
You can explain it to me all you want. It doesn't change the fact that I don't know what you're talking about.
And
I haven't seen it.
And there's the damsel in distress with the...
No, wait, that's not the flowers in the face episode.
No.
That's the bunny episode is the episode where their hallucinations become real.
Shore Leave. It's called Shore Leave. Sorry.
Ah.
You're right. This Side of Paradise.
Shore Leave. Josh,
And
of
Shore
course.
Leave.
Of course.
We should have known.
Everybody knows
we
Shore
should have
Leave.
known.
Thank you,
Come
Rich.
on.
This Side of Paradise is the episode where hallucinogenic flowers explode in people's faces and turn them into hippies.
Oh.
Oh, it's closer than I thought, actually.
Spock says, fuck work. I'm just going to lay here with this lady and just relax. And
I'm not going back, Jim.
Shore Leave is when they go on a planet where all their fantasies come to life.
Oh, my paws and whiskers. I'll be late.
Thank you.
So whose fantasies are bunnies?
Stand by. And of course, DeForest Kelley is not unfamiliar with large bunnies, as seen in this clip from the original Star Trek episode, Shore Leave.
Oh no, he's caught in a time loop.
Oh no! As long as DeForest Kelley got to fuck bunnies is all I'm...
He didn't fuck anybody.
No.
But then DeForest Kelley did Night of the Lepus, and he got fucked.
Financially?
By appearing in the film. That was the joke.
Well, he wanted that sweet, sweet paycheck.
He wanted that paycheck.
Yeah.
I don't know about sweet.
We don't have any sense of scale yet of this bunny.
Why is she screaming at a close-up of the bunny?
Tiny bunnies covered in ketchup.
It's just like, what footage do we have of the bunnies? Just cut it quick.
Whoa. I love those super slow-mo close-ups.
Yeah.
Nasty rabbit mouth. Night of the Lepus, let's get right into it. We start off with, we're in Arizona. Rabbits are ruining the crops of these Arizona farmers. The ranchers call in DeForest Kelly, and DeForest Kelly says, I know these two scientists, played by a man who looks like he has chronic back pain.
Stuart Whitman.
Stuart Whitman and his wife, played by Janet Leigh from Psycho.
Yes.
And they have a little daughter. And he says,
Kathy's curse is the daughter.
the solution is not to use chemicals and poisons to kill the rabbits, but maybe we can find a genetic solution, maybe to stop them from breeding.
Hormones.
Hormones. Yeah. There is an eco solution to overpopulation of rabbits.
So
therein lies our premise.
His solution is he wants to make rabbits fuck less.
What's the matter with him, Mommy?
Well, we were trying to make Jack a little more like Jill, and Jill a little more like Jack, so they wouldn't keep having such large families.
Instead, the serum makes them the size of elephants. So somebody forgot to carry a one.
Well, the point being that somebody somewhere made a horrible miscalculation in thinking that you could make a scary movie about giant bunnies.
Left or right? Right.
I guess I thought the slow-mo would make it look like they have more weight to them.
No.
Instead, it just makes them look like they're filmed in slow-mo.
It would look worse if they were normal speed.
Maybe.
It would definitely look worse.
It wouldn't look any better.
This way, it just
it
looks
would be
bizarre.
funnier.
That's true.
If they were normal speed. It
Yeah.
would look worse if you're trying to be a serious film.
Right, but this way it just looks bizarre because it doesn't look like they have more weight to them.
It's a boring movie, but one of the things I will give it credit for is the miniature work is adorable.
Yeah. Well, that goes along with the miscalculation in that bunnies are cute, miniature things are cute. So you have bunnies on what is obviously miniature sets. It's just cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the problem is even when those miniature sets are very well done and blended very nicely,
which they are 30% of the time.
Yeah, it's still cute.
Yeah.
It doesn't really work.
Yeah, that's why the shots are so quick. Because like you can't hold on a bunny for too long because they're gonna go, oh,
Yeah.
even if it's a bunny with like pastel paint on its face, it's supposed to be blood.
Hey, I'm desperate to get out of this movie. Hey!
If someone comes to you, right? I have a movie from 1972 about giant killer bunnies, right? You think, oh my God, it's going to be so corny. It's going to be hilariously bad. There's going to be a bunny on a blue screen that's going,
Yeah.
and there's it's going to just be terrible. They did it to the nines.
Yeah.
They did it perfectly because they said, okay, wait, film the bunnies in slow motion. Don't show them too much. Have a large, full-scale bunny costume just every now and then.
Ow!
That was the guy in a bunny suit.
Absolutely.
The bunny suits don't look like the bunnies. They look like an Easter bunny.
They did it as best they could for 1972.
Which is to the movie's detriment.
It's to the detriment of the movie, yeah.
They played it so straight, they must have used a level and a T-square.
Very, very well said, yeah. Whoever thought of this idea, terrible idea, but whoever made the film did their very fucking best.
Absolutely.
To make it as realistic as possible, but left out one human element. We have Janet Leigh and her husband, who was played by
Stuart Whitman.
some sort of relationship there. Everyone else is as boring as a character in a industrial film.
Yes.
Yeah, this movie's like less fun Tremors.
Yeah, it's kind of the same build-up.
Yeah.
Same pacing.
It's a little too methodical and
without all of the suspense.
Well, yeah, without everything that makes Tremors special.
Yeah.
There's no suspense, no characterization. It's like watching a documentary
about boring people.
Giant rabbits.
Yeah, no personality to anybody and no agency. Nobody has anything to do.
No.
They're just like, oh, there's these bunnies. I guess we should stop them somehow.
Extremely generic. Farmer farms.
Yeah.
College president runs a college.
Yeah, you gotta have that personal element where like all those characters have drama going on of their own, unrelated to the bunnies.
Sure. Yeah, we cut all that out because we needed to have slow motion pictures of bunnies.
And there's no, I mean, the stakes are big bunnies kill innocent people, but there's no like big payoff. There's no twist. There's no.
There's even the setup to they show a drive-in movie theater.
Ladies and gentlemen, attention. There is a herd of killer rabbits headed this way, and we desperately need your help.
And I was thinking of the Blob, the famous scene in the Blob where the Blob attacks the movie theater. You have a drive-in theater, you have a big screen, have a giant fucking bunny burst through that screen and start jumping on cars and going crazy. But instead, the cop shows up and he goes, all right, everybody, there's giant bunnies coming, go away. And then everybody just drives away and then the scene's over.
No, he directs them to the tracks.
No, that's right. Yeah, they go to the tracks to illuminate the track because they're going to electrocute the track, and then the bunnies are going to go on the track.
So these families that went to the drive-in theater could witness the bunny massacre.
Yeah, we see that. We see small children seeing the bunnies die because there is no twist to the plan. The bunnies just show up and get electrocuted.
Yeah, actually, I want to point out because Mike did actually talk about this when we were screening it, where he was saying that at this point there would be a twist where like the bunnies aren't going the right way or something. Is that
this is our plan? This is our plan. Oh shit! There's a problem with our plan. We have to come up with an alternate plan.
Yeah, it's a Tremors moment. Tremors, very similar type of film.
Yeah.
Except good.
Yeah. They're throwing dynamite.
We gotta figure something else out now.
Another plan.
Yeah.
But okay, I was out of the room. What was playing on the screen during
Tom and Jerry cartoons?
See, what you need is an old like Ray Harryhausen dinosaur stop motion movie.
Some creature on the screen.
Yeah.
And
then the kids laugh at it.
Yeah,
This looks goofy, Mom and Dad. This giant creature looks so stupid. the bunny death scream.
Oh yeah.
Which honestly, in this movie was fucking underused because that sound is terrifying, and it's not really in the movie apart from the very beginning.
Look, all you people that live in LA and New York. Us Midwesterners.
We know the death rattle of bunnies.
Every now and then we hear the death rattle of a bunny when it gets killed by a coyote. Bunnies don't make a fucking sound their whole life until a coyote gets them. And then they go, and it's the worst sound you'll ever hear in your whole life.
Oh my god!
Oh god, you're gonna have to cut a real one in here. It's gonna be so awful.
Oh no!
I didn't know a bunny could speak.
Do you know that in Waco, Texas, back when they did the Branch Davidian had their little fracas with the FBI? They wanted them to get out of the building. They would play the screams of dying
Oh my
bunnies
god, I
on a
almost
loudspeaker.
choked on my pizza.
More clean than anything in Night of the Lepus.
Oh
It
god.
wasn't just Belle Biv DeVoe music.
Wow. Belle Biv DeVoe?
Yeah, Poison.
That was a group, Rich.
Okay.
No, you're old enough to know this.
I know, but
This guy's whiter than Casper.
You don't remember the ABC BBD?
like the Jackson 5 ABC?
That's more Rich's generation.
All right, okay.
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 ABC.
I know that Rich is 65 years old. He grew up on Motown. Right. We all did.
The drive-thru.
family's watching this.
Don't bring your
They
kids.
went to go watch Tom and Jerry. Now they're watching thousands of bunny rabbits being moved down and electrocuted.
So that's our discussion of Night of the Lepus.
Yeah.
Oh,
we-
what happens?
We really got nothing
No.
more to say.
Well, there's nothing. It's so like
Oh,
there's bunnies. We have to stop bunny. It's very efficient at being boring.
It's like an industrial film on how to stop a bunny invasion.
All right, our next movie is Zombie 3 by Italian horror legend Shoji Tabuchi. Jay, would you like to tell everybody about Zombie 3?
Oh well, first of all, Lucio Fulci did not direct this film.
Nor did Shoji Tabuchi.
Nor did Shoji Tabuchi. Just to be clear, he started making the movie. He got very sick, and they turned it over to Bruno Mattei.
Shoji Tabuchi did?
Yeah, it's Shoji Tabuchi.
Wow.
He's clearly sick. Have you seen his concert? Something's wrong with that man. So a couple of scientists in Santa Monica, Philippines.
Quick, get in.
Where are you going?
Santa Monica Hospital. It's the nearest.
Santa Monica.
I think they're trying to pretend this is California.
California's got a lot of Filipino people in it.
Working on some sort of zombie juice?
Death 1.
Death 1 it's called.
We start right... I want to, no, we don't even have credits for this. We
No,
start
it just
right in on this
starts.
movie.
Yeah, they give the Death 1 to some guy, and he vomits up Troll 2 goo. And then, for some reason, somebody tries to steal the zombie juice. They trip in the woods for no reason, and they cut themselves, and they get infected with the zombie juice. And then the government in Santa Monica, Philippines burns him, and then his ashes rain from the sky, much like Return of the Living Dead, and infect the birds. And then the birds become zombies, and then the zombie birds attack a camper. And then one person from that camper becomes and then they take that zombie to a hotel. We were at that hotel earlier.
Different hotel.
I guess it's a different hotel.
I think.
It might be the same hotel.
The guy who stole the zombie juice goes to a hotel and he loses his mind. They're just trying to...
Wait, Jay, you're forgetting about the gas station where there was a pre-existing zombie chained up.
Oh no!
Who apparently has nothing to do with
a coincidental
the other
zombie outbreak at a gas station.
Because there's a girl and a guy in a fancy fast car, and the guy has...
It's a Corvette.
Okay, it's a Corvette.
An Italian film is not gonna not have an Italian sports car.
You got me. You got me. So she really is just going all the way to getting some water. I don't fucking know. I don't give a shit what it's fancy sports car.
It's two flags.
Yeah.
It's a checkered flag and a white
That's
flag.
a Ferrari, right? That's not a Corvette. Corvette's a Chevy.
I don't know.
That's an American
Oh,
car.
I meant Ferrari. That's Italian.
Yeah. All right. So
He's lost all credibility when it comes to Italian sports cars, Mike.
Trying to correct me on this shit.
People have been coming to our channel to get your expertise on Italian sports cars, and now it's out the fucking window. Anyway, so birds are zombies, people are zombies, a hotel gets infected by zombies. What are you doing?
Can we just...
The fuck are you doing?
Can we just condense all this talking
That was super condensed.
into
You
3
cut the
words?
clips.
Into 3 words. Nonsensical Italian movie.
Oh my god, my friend is in there. She's wounded all over. She's bad, real bad. Please, we have to do something
There's no
about
hospital around here. There is a motel near here. We better take her there.
Sound logic.
Still trying to get laid even after a bird attack.
What happened to all the birds after that one scene?
Oh, they just
those
all
zombie
died.
birds, they're just gone.
They're the single most deadly thing in the movie.
They are.
They're these tiny flying zombies that can infect anyone. They're just out there.
And they definitely infect 3 to 4 people that we see.
Yeah.
The only thing deadlier is the zombie head that can defy the laws of physics and just fly.
I bet that fridge is empty too, huh?
Oh my god! Whoa!
Wonderful.
Holy shit.
Yeah!
What's propelling it?
Logic has been thrown out the window. I'm okay with that.
Flying zombie heads.
You know what? That's fine. I'm fine with that.
But did they find any food?
What I want to know is how did that zombie head end up in that fridge, and how long was it there?
It was an other unrelated zombie that's been there for years.
Okay.
Just hanging.
That was from the last zombie outbreak.
It's like the zombie
Why
that's
does
in the.
Italy keep having zombie outbreaks?
It's like the zombie
This
that's
isn't Italy, or this is Santa Monica.
Oh, that's right. It's
Santa Monica, the Philippines.
Yeah.
Oh, into the water.
I found water. Oh my god! Oh, she's a zombie!
Wow.
How the fuck did that happen?
That is very unclear.
There was a zombie underwater that ate her legs off.
I guess.
Oh my god!
So eventually, this movie breaks down to where the survivors are fighting against the government. The government's like trying to exterminate all living beings.
We get all these people in hazmat suits.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like the crazies, like the
Yes.
George Romero movie.
yeah. So I mean, are we going to talk about Bill?
When we say Bill, we're talking about the character Bill from the film Blood Debts.
You know, Billy.
Recruit more pimps, more pushers.
Which was featured on Best of the Worst.
The villain who famously said, "We need more pimps and pushers."
Yeah.
Your orders are to recruit more pimps, more pushers.
He shows up in this movie, and I recognized him from your episode. I didn't see Blood Debts.
Right. Jay was in
So
that.
I saw it and I was like, oh, that's Blood Debts.
But
Because I only had vague
Blood Debts.
memories of...
You were at a porn convention, but Jay missed he missed the episode because he was out of town.
Except he was in the episode.
Hey guys, what'd you think of the tomb?
Oh, what was the one scene where they said there was some science talk in that one scene, and it was like nonsense?
Well, if we put these two molecules together, that might work.
Put these two molecules together, that might work.
Yep.
Line of the movie.
If we put this molecule with this other molecule, that might work.
That's right, yeah.
But just
This was the same movie where we walk into a bar and someone's like, beer, yeah.
They're so close to finding a cure.
we have 3 U.S. Army guys, camper filled with ladies, and then just like no kind of real main character until
and sports car couple.
Sports car couple.
Yeah.
Then family.
Family's not important.
Why is that shot even in the movie?
I don't know.
Family wanders along. Wait a minute, that was Nine Lepus.
Oh my god!
Okay.
That was collective dementia.
Collective
All
dimension.
4 of us forgetting what movie this happened in. Oh no!
We have a whole bunch of characters. All they do is just get whittled down until we have our protagonists in the last 10 seconds of the movie.
Yeah,
It's only our protagonist because that's the one that survived.
Hang on, Roger. Don't let go. Hang on, tight. Hang on.
Well, there's those weird zombies that are just like hiding under hay. Like it's a practical joke. Gotcha! Because zombies think that way?
Grr, I want to eat your face.
There's a lot of ambush zombies in this.
A ton.
That goes against zombie logic. A zombie ambushing you from above.
Yeah.
That means you kind of wait up there, like,
Yeah.
I'm going to jump, and
It's calculated.
the one was crazed and running, but then some are shuffling.
Yeah.
Some are doing kung fu. It's all over the place.
That's, a lot of different people make up the world.
That's true, yeah. A lot of different types of zombies. Remember when the one lady gets her face ripped apart?
Oh, yeah. That was a great scene.
That's right.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
That's
the stuff.
Holy shit!
Whoa!
It's a full-grown zombie hand.
Is it an adult-sized hand?
What?
That doesn't make any.
Oh God!
Oh, I'm gonna throw up. she has her blood pressure is 0.
Yeah.
She's clinically dead.
She's been clinically dead for 2 hours.
So really,
why are you still sitting there?
Yeah, technically it's a virus, but really they're dead.
Yeah.
So you've got the rules. You've got the Romero law. You got to shoot him in the head.
Right.
Because the one guy gets a spike through the neck.
And he keeps going.
But another zombies get shot with a M16.
And they're down.
And they're down.
Yeah.
So the first zombie that we see is the one with the machete, and he's like going super fast.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm gonna fucking kill you, bitch.
I like that
super energetic.
That was a great,
and
like,
he's like bouncing off the walls and shit.
Yeah.
Like, whoa!
You've got him, and then you've got traditional Romero slow zombies.
Yeah.
Then you've got the ambush zombies, which require forethought. I'm going to stay up in the rafters and just sit here and wait for the next couple hours until someone's down below.
Let's stay in my kiosk.
Then I'm going to jump. I'm going to hide in my kiosk alcove up here. Look at this thing.
God damn it, get me out!
Oh, I guess I died.
And I'm just ahead, and I'm going to wait till I'm a fly.
Yeah.
Zombies that have forethought in the hour-long range. That's something. That's
like some of them talk.
Level. Those of you listening to the sound of my voice know what I mean.
Why?
Yeah, but why?
Yeah.
In the end of this movie, we have a radio DJ zombie
Oh,
who
that's
is
right.
doing a radio broadcast for zombies.
This is for all the undead.
So zombies are now like a subculture that are intelligent.
Yes.
There are no rules. there is no logic.
Well, Night of the Lepus and this are both kind of in the same boat where it's like there's a premise and then stuff just kind of happens.
Yeah.
Well, that's just typical for an Italian kind of 70s, 80s movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean...
But for the ones that we've watched, yes. There's plenty of actually really great Italian horror movies, but we don't watch those on this show.
Sure. We watch... On things we typically watch, the Italian movies we've watched, there's like a script with like no or poor structure and just things
happen and you're like, why? Although to be fair, that happens in the good ones too.
Yeah.
Where it's like, what is this? What's happening now?
But they managed to make it engaging in those movies.
Right. It feels intentional.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another weird thing. Like, so many things in this movie look like they've been abandoned for 20 years. Yet the
And it was
outbreak
the next day.
just fucking happened.
It all takes most of the movie takes place over the course of one day.
Yeah.
Or so we think.
There's spider webs all over everything.
Creeping vines everywhere that just sprung up over the last day, I guess? Question mark?
It don't make no sense.
No.
It's Italian.
Oh, get it out of here.
I don't want to bring about the end of humanity.
All right. So that was Zombie 3. Our next film was Silk. Josh, would you like to explain what happened in Silk?
Silk.
I'm not a biter.
We...
Is this bordering on like, let's just grab anything and watch something else for 5 minutes? It's getting tough.
Yeah, there's like nothing to work with here.
Yes.
Usually there's, even in the boring ones, there's something.
Yeah, but this hasn't had
This
anything.
has nothing.
David Carradine, Tai Chi.
It's going to be better.
This is like emergency
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
There's nothing to work with in this movie.
No.
Wait, isn't that the knife episode?
My name is Neil Breen.
Oh no, it's
filmmaker.
Neil Breen.
Oh, what's this? Oh, hey, look, we decided to watch Pass Through.
Something incredible is about to happen.
Silk!
It started off promising from the first minute.
The first 30 seconds.
Literally 30 seconds.
Yeah, and then it's the most boring thing we've ever watched. To the point we did something we've never done before. We pushed the Whopper button.
We pushed that Whopper button. We watched Pass Through.
We broke out Neil Breen.
It's been sitting in our specialty case for about 2 or 3 years now.
Since it came out,
it was the right call. It saved the fucking...
It was 100% the right call.
We had to.
It was desperate times call for desperate measures.
We're falling behind on our Breen.
We were.
Because he just came out with Twisted...
Pear?
Yeah.
Yeah, something.
In which he's twins?
Who am I? What am I?
Here's the funny thing. These two movies, the other two movies we watched are horror movies.
Uh-huh.
And yet Pass Through is the most legitimately scary thing we watched.
Absolutely.
In a like, I don't want to get shot in real life.
It's the middle-aged man equivalent of like if a teacher finds like a weird letter in a high school kid's locker and
Yes.
is like, we need to talk about this.
Yeah.
This is the 40-year-old man's feature-length
Oh,
version
yeah.
of this is the 60-year-old man's feature-length version of that. Sorry, I don't know why I said 40.
Bump that up a little.
This movie will send you to the counselor's office.
There are genetic and psychological limits to the primitive human species. You have demonstrated your inability to live in a truthful, honest, trustworthy, and accountable way. Films, TV, radio, the glorification of violence. No more second chance. I have eliminated 300 million humans from the planet today. I have killed them all.
This is Neil Breen saying really vague things about the media, about politicians, about corporations,
banks,
Even
insurance
really
companies.
Extremely vague.
Yeah.
Problematically vague.
Yeah.
The environment, the human glorification of violence, children and animals.
But the setup is clear, right? A benevolent force from the future has come, to teach humanity how to be better. No, he comes and his solution for Earth's problems is to kill all of these people he doesn't like.
He's got to get there first, because before that, he has to encounter people that are coming into our country from other countries.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that went well.
Bones.
That's the border to the U.S. Or what's happening?
Does this take place in a future where the economy has gotten?
Oh no!
What happened?
Fake fire.
Fake fire. See, you got to keep up. You can't ask questions during the movie.
You just gotta
have to
immerse
go
yourself.
with it. It's metaphorical because he's saying all these people are coming into a country from their country,
and
yet they're all coming in from the same flimsy fence.
Those people that are coming in from other countries have a specific country they're coming in from, and we see it in the movie.
From our
But that's you're thinking about it too literally.
Exactly. From our
I didn't know there was only one portal into the United States or whatever country this movie happens in.
Yeah.
From our perspective, it's very clearly like illegal immigration from Mexico or Central America into the United States.
But they're not coming from Mexico, and they're not coming to the United States.
And then there's an extremely varied cast that are coming into the U.S.
That's the questionable moment.
I'm all he's got in the world.
Oh.
Oh no! Shooter! Because I have absolutely no value for you two on the streets.
We're thinking like, okay, did he want a cast of 30 like Latin America Hispanic looking people coming
and just
over,
could not get them
and could not get it, so he settled for
whoever showed up that day. Whoever would work for a
fat
can
white
of tuna.
lady with red hair, a black guy, a Chinese lady, an old white guy, You know, like numerous amounts of people.
Right.
But,
or was
yeah.
that his plan to represent all comers?
That's the mystery.
Represent
As
everything.
ever.
We'll never know.
The planet Earth should be a planet with no borders, no countries, and I think that's what
And
he's
especially
leaning towards that.
no flimsy fences
No
that fall
flimsy.
over when you just touch them.
I'm pretty sure his main message was if you need to stay at his Airstream, he will go ahead and take all the cans and throw them away. Because he will clean up for you.
I'll clean it for you.
Oh my God! What are you doing?
And you can lay on his nasty ass mattress.
Because look, it's clean, it's clean. Look, it's clean.
There's some
Look, it's
springs
clean.
popping out.
It's clean. It's all clean.
The other takeaway from Pass Through is that Neil Breen bought a drone.
That should be the title of the film. I bought a drone. Like we bought a zoo.
Check it out, y'all.
I bought a drone.
Can we talk about how many times he goes into the desert and touches a rock and goes back into the past where there's a tiger?
It's like the exact same shot over and over of him disappearing in that rock.
It repeatedly happens.
Yeah, but I mean, the special effects with him and that tiger are seamless. The camera's moving.
For a second, it looked fine.
Yeah, it almost looked okay.
There's one shot he uses twice in the movie with the tiger.
Yes.
And it actually looks really
It's
good.
more than twice.
It's more than twice.
Well, it depends on what shot you're talking about. Are you talking about the up close shot?
The up close.
That's twice.
No, the first part of the shot, it's a really good effect. For half a second, and then the camera moves.
Yeah. The camera moves on not on him though.
On the tiger.
He stays still.
The stock footage move.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden you get this snowy background.
In the desert.
Have you seen the future?
Oh.
I am the future.
Are you one of us? Or
What?
from out there?
Yes.
Okay, so can we talk about the lady that he rescues and her niece?
Sure.
That is the same age?
Possibly, the niece that's possibly older
Same
than her.
age, different race.
Different race. Now, I want to point out that this is not impossible. It's just extremely improbable.
Don't come near me. I'll kill you, you fucker.
I won't hurt you. If it can be destroyed by the truth, it deserves to be destroyed by the truth.
I want to point out, Neil Breen kills 300 million bad people in this movie. 300 million bad people
Objectively bad people.
They are
Anyone that works for a bank?
Corruptors, politicians, bankers, insurance agents.
Yeah.
Sorry. Fox News hosts.
It's set up that Neil Breen has manually, personally, gone around to every cocktail party in the world and just chit-chatted.
As CEO of a major bank, we manipulate interest rates to serve our best interest. Oh, with no concern to the customers, of course.
We make a fortune at our insurance companies, overcharging customers and hospitals, and there's nothing the customer can do about it.
Isn't that cheating the public?
Tell him, Neil Breen.
And then they just look at him awkwardly and then we cut. That's totally what actually happened.
90% of the movie takes place in the fucking desert. And then finally, in the last 10 minutes, all of a sudden we get Neil Breen and
he
a
morphs-
montage of him at different cocktail parties.
Oh, he morphs into a suit from his usual denim outfit.
Yeah. So then we get a montage of him saying his catchphrase.
Isn't that betraying the public's trust? Isn't that cheating the public? Isn't that immoral? Isn't that corrupt?
My friends and I have many personal and intimate relations with government and corporate officials. I'm sure I can get them to vote a certain way for the right price.
These are the rich elite.
Yeah.
talking
Oh,
about-
I get it.
Yeah. And they have literal conversations like this.
Our law firms control and influence many courts, judges, lawyers, agencies, and politicians. Our justice system is broken, it's ineffective, and that's just the way we want to keep it.
Isn't that immoral?
The stock characters that play the rich elite, you know, 1%ers or whatever.
They're the same people.
Dialogue. They're like, ha ha ha. Really, it's so enjoyable living life as a rich banker that takes advantage of poor people and screws them out of their livelihood for my own financial gain.
Isn't that a bad thing to do?
Cut to Neil Breen. So literally, rich people or bad people have cocktail parties where they
over and over in the same two houses.
In the same two houses, in the same like stock footage background. They literally just say what they do that's bad.
Yeah.
Medical research could have cured cancer and other diseases 75 years ago. We won't let that happen. We lose too much money.
Yeah, I am a pharmaceutical CEO and I love screwing people out of their money while they are sick.
Isn't that a bad thing?
Who was that guy?
I have no idea. Never seen him before.
He must not be from here.
And then, my favorite thing about that is that the rich people just go like, "Who the fuck was that?"
After just standing there.
After they spill their guts.
Yeah.
They're like, who was that cracker?
Definitely not one of us.
Who was that elderly real estate agent from Las Vegas?
It fucking kills me.
Was at our house?
Like, it feels like this is supposed to be like the comeuppance montage, where it's just like, "Oh, you're right. That is a bad thing to do to people." None of those people do. They're just like, "Who was that guy?"
Wasn't that balding elderly real estate agent from Las Vegas
that lives in the desert
who sold me my house last year?
This is a 30-second montage in a 90-minute movie.
Yeah.
It just happens.
That's
and then he walks out of the mansion and it blows up.
Yeah, and it blows up. And
was that before or after the newscasts? That went on for 20 minutes.
That was before and after the newscast.
Oh no, it was both. Oh my God! What?
Security, help!
Security! You won't need security. You're gone.
Okay.
Oh, that's
News
Fox
is
News.
corrupt. Yeah.
Hey y'all.
Neil Breen's gonna run
Neil
the
Breen
news
here.
in local weather.
Oh God, he grew.
And really, those people are just people reading the news.
It's just a job.
Neil Breen is essentially Thanos, and he's snapping his fingers.
No, but they say it on the air. We're like, we're always reporting the wrong thing because
do
we
they
are.
say that?
Yeah.
They said something like that during the 2 5-second commercial breaks that happened within 10 seconds of each other.
But then we're pretty sure they were actually saying it on the air because it was right in between. They didn't go to commercial break and they were just like, we're
Let's go to
reporting
commercial.
whatever.
Oh, no,
we don't report on all the right things. Ha 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 ha.
No. There was banter between the two anchors.
Yeah.
What an asshole that politician was.
Which establishes that the news anchors have some sort of conscience.
And yet Neil Breen destroys them.
Yes.
Who the hell are you? What the hell are you doing in my house?
This is my universe.
I will kill you!
I will eliminate all of the people like you that have ruined this planet.
This, we laugh at No Brain, right? This movie has me convinced that he's probably on a watch list somewhere.
No, I agree with you.
Yeah. When I said at the top, this is his manifesto.
Yeah.
I'm not joking about that.
Well, that's when it comes to this scene especially.
Yeah.
Is like endless,
It's ranting
endless
scene.
monologue in the news station.
Don't be naive, weak, and ignorant. Ask the hard, true questions. The current state of decline of the human species. Your revolt. It must start now. Be leaders, not followers.
If the president, whoever's the president at the time, is going to Las Vegas, we have 3-word code like eyes on Breen. Eyes on Breen.
Hashtag eyes on Breen.
POTUS is landing. Eyes on Breen.
Eyes on Breen. Where is he? What is he doing? Eyes on Breen. At all times.
Because Breen transcends political ideology
Yes.
into straight up kooky anarchy.
Yeah.
His first film, I got satellites, I got tuna cans.
I'm gonna drug the water system of America.
With anthrax.
Yeah. Yes.
And super poison.
I am demonstrating my control over the entirety of America and other countries.
And I need to kill 300 million people.
That I don't agree with.
That I don't agree with. And so, yeah, it's funny. He's funny. He's a bad filmmaker. But at the same time, you're like,
It's
when are you gonna get a gun?
It's funny now.
The cleanse has begun.
I'm just picturing now people in like an FBI office. Like we've got some tips on. We should probably watch this guy's movies. And they sit around and they watch them and they're like, what the fuck is? He's wandering around the desert still. And
Did you just cure cancer with a tin can?
Yeah, they just get caught up on the filmmaking. They forget about his message.
Just sit there and laugh at the movie.
Yeah.
No. What's happening? Like we watch this, we laugh hysterically. But like a forensic psychologist watching a Neil Breen movie would probably go into like a full-on panic. Oh my God! Where is this man? Scribbling notes furiously.
There's photos of tuna cans up on his corkboard.
Tuna cans. Oh my God.
It's all clean. The scariest part is that it's unfocused crazy.
Illegal wars, violence, the abuse of the media system, political correct TV, radio, the internet.
You got crazy, right? And the crazy says the banks, right?
Mm-hmm.
The banks are doing this thing where they're manipulating the economy, all right? And don't invest your money because the banks are doing... Neil Breen is like... Every kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And any kind of specific nature of humanity is bad. And needs to be erased with a biological weapon. And you're like, oh, what?
I don't know what Neil Breen's capable of.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
He's capable of pass-through and